Hey, here's a quick video on how to make a webcam capturing on your Visual Basic program. So first we have here a regular basic first starting program from Visual Basic. So the first thing we want to do, like always, add a button and let's add a picture box. Just like that. Easy. Alright, so what we're going to want to do is, since I'm going to capture the webcam in 640 by 480, I'm going to come down here to the properties of the picture box and change this guy to 640, 480, enter. Now it's bigger than the box, so gotta expand that to fit that, and I cover my button, so let's move that down. Okay, there we are. So there we go. Now right click this guy, hit view code, and we got an empty program. But so first thing we want to do is put the Touchless SDK API into our program, and this is available from Touchless.Codeplex.com. Simply right there, download. And once you have that, it gives you these two DLL files, and you put those in your project by going to View and then Object Browser. And then if it starts you off with all these whatever's in here, go to Custom Component Set, and then we will want to add the Touchless library and Webcam library to our program. Now, they're already here because they're already in my library, but to add them, you would simply hit these ... and you'd find these files in your computer, and you would just select them and hit add. They put them down here, and you hit OK. So there we are. Now once we have them in our library, we add them to our program by hitting this guy, add references. It says successful, okay, good. Click this guy and hit, and successful, okay. And that's all we need to do there. The next thing though, because this Touchless only runs in 3.5, we'll go to My Project, Compile, then Advanced Compile Options, where you change this from a .NET framework of 4 to a .NET framework of 3.5, which is pretty common on almost every computer, whereas 4 is hit or miss. So we're going to hit OK. It must be saved first. Okay, fine. So we're just going to hit Save All. Going to save it as webcam capture, whatever, to wherever. So yeah, save, wherever we want to go. Okay, back to compile. And I'll change this to 3.5. Hit OK. Are you sure? Yes, yes. Does its thing. Okay, this isn't my program. This is my reference program. So double click back on form 1.vb. Okay, now we're back here. So now we can start adding code. Here's the fun part. So now we can double click button to give us our button clicked code. But the first thing we want to do is define some stuff. Go back to my reference program here. I'm going to grab these couple lines there. Copy paste. It's always good to have reference programs. They're great. And then on form load, which if you double click on the window itself, brings you a good form load just like that. So when the form is loading, this happens. I'll explain these all in a bit. So form load is that. And on the button click, just a real simple, actually I'm going to grab half that, a real simple thing we're going to write in here. That's going to be picture box 1, which we put to 640 by 480 dot image equals touchless camera current image. Okay, so here's how this all working. I don't need this guy, actually, you can dump that. So anyways, our definitions here is actually probably don't need this either. So anyhow, we're defining touchless as a touchless library, touchless manager, whatever that is, and a camera as a touchless camera at element 0. Now the 0 is important, as if you have multiple cameras on your computer, this defines which camera it is. 0 being the primary camera, 1 being like a second camera. The only thing with touchless though is I don't believe you can have multiple cameras running simultaneously. I've tried and I've had no luck at that. So anyhow, when the form loads then, the first thing that the touchless definition does is define the current camera as camera 1, which is the 0 camera, and then we define the height and the width. And then when we click the button, it takes Touchless.CurrentCamera.GetCurrentImage and then just slaps it in the image box. Okay, let's see it work. So hit play. Alright, hit the button. Ah, look at that stunning young dude. Ah, good stuff. Alright, now if we wanted to then have this running all the time, which we do, of course, we're going to want a, oh, I can get rid of reference program now. That's all I wanted. So now I'm going to add a timer. Now with this timer, go over here to the properties. I'm going to have it enabled true all the time, so it just starts off running. And then interval 100 milliseconds sounds good. Now back under the design, what I'm going to have, oh, there you go, I'll come over here, come back to the timer and double click this guy, and it'll give me a timer tick. So every time the timer ticks, this happens. And what we want to happen is the same thing as if we were to click on the button. So I'm going to copy and paste that there. Now I can dump this, I don't really need it, but I'll leave it in there because it doesn't hurt at all. But well, no, for the simplicity of making my program look nicer, I'll dump it out. Okay, so now the button's just useless, it's just chilling there, but that's fine. So we hit play. Haha, look at that. Oh yeah, excellent. Well, there we are. That's webcam, and with that now you can add all other sorts of stuff. Like you can, since it's a nice image, you can draw on this. You can do like checking the pixels to see if you have a certain color that you're looking for. You can then use a webcam and have like tracking software, which I have already. It's also on YouTube. Check it out. Well, thanks for watching.